What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Hae-soo and we are locked in. I got a question for you. What's on your TV? Now, this is episode 7 of Squid Game, and you seen we just had the marble game, and it wasn't going the way anybody expected it to. You're thinking we about to just play a nice, friendly game of marbles. People are cheating. People are doing whatever they can to survive, even if it means switching your rocks out with marbles or telling you you didn't pick even when you picked a hot. But before we get into episode 7, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you will be a part of it. Hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button, it's the easiest thing you can do. Now we're moving forward. We got a couple of games left. It's episode 7. So you know the game's got to be a little bit more exciting now, because that was just a friendly game. And one thing we know about Squid Game is they're deadly, and we got VIPs coming. So let's jump into it. This is episode 7, Squid Game. Frontman is looking out. We got to pick up all these dead bodies from the marble game. But we got the VIPs coming in, so clean up quickly because they don't want to see none of this. The VIPs are here to see the games. Now, crazy girl, when they get back from the marble game, they're all looking at her because she was already laying down in the bed. And she's like, yeah, with the mask guys, they called me the weakest link. Now, you remember she couldn't find a partner when they were going in there. So it looks like they removed her from the game and she's get to go to the next game. Now, Frontman, he's walking around and it turns out the cop, he's been snooping around. You know he killed somebody. We know he took a dive pack. So he's saying the gun that you were shooting was standard issue for the Korean police. Now he's walking around the building trying to find them because we sent out all of the shape-faced masked dudes and they didn't find anybody. Just someone got popped. So he's doing it on his own. You know the saying, if you want a job done, do it yourself. Now the cop, he's hiding. Frontman gets down there, he's looking around, but then he gets notified, oh man, you got to get up here, man, the VIPs are about to be here. So these VIPs, very important people, very important person, or more important than this cop down here. At least as long as we can keep the VIPs safe and let them do what they do, then we'll worry about this cop on a little later bit. People starting to trip again. They know that these games are just getting harder and harder. So he's saying, hey, it only takes half of us to say that we want to quit. We've seen them all quit earlier in the season. They all voted on it. They went home. But then once they got out, they were like, we need that money. Now, it's definitely going to be harder when you got less people here and you're sitting at 30, 40 billion won. So people are like, man, if you don't sit down, we trying to win this money. We done made it this far. The VIPs show up, they got a helicopter, they're getting escorted, they all have masks on, just like the workers. No one gets to show their face, regardless of what's happening. You show your face, just like if you lose in a game, you die. So they're getting escorted. You got a dude with a deer hat on, you got one with like a lion face, and they brought out all the security for these VIPs. Now they're all trying to find out where the host is. They want to meet the host. These guys are all rich. The host called Frontman and said, hey, you go ahead and go meet the VIPs. You bring them in. I got other things to do. And the front man's even like, why would I do that? You know, these are your VIPs. They came here to see your Squid Games. But he's like, handle that. And everyone, they're out here, they're joking around, but they're here to see it. They got big money. They want to put some money on this game. So let's quit talking and let's go gamble a little bit. The VIPs, they get a VIP room. I'm talking about it's laid out. They got plants in here. They got women painted. They use these women as tables, chairs, whatever you want to do. This place is lavish. Now, if I'm here working, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me be the guard for the security, you know what I'm saying, for the VIP room. Now, there's individual waiters. These waiters, they go straight to their own individual VIP. But guess who's in the hallway? Number 29, the undercover cop. And what is he doing? Yeah, come about that mask and that suit. I'm doing the refreshments tonight. And when that gun's in your face, all you can do is say, yes sir, boss, whatever you need. I told you, they're closer towards the end, so no one's going to vote to leave when we about to get this money. So since no one will vote, and he didn't want to play none of these games because you never know what's coming next, this gentleman, he go ahead and hangs himself. He said, I can't go out like that. I'm just going to end it myself. Frontman shows the VIPs what the next game is. Now, the next game is 2 bridges that have glass on it. One of them is tampered glass, meaning it can hold up to 2 people on it. The other glass, if you step on it, it breaks. But we need to figure out how they're going to get across this and in what order. The VIPs, they're in here joking. They're talking about maybe it's the order that they go on is who I'm a bet. Now the man, the big heavyset guy, he's over here like, man, 69 killed himself. That's who I was going to bet on. But since he's dead, I'm betting on 96. So everybody's in here joking and laughing. But we need to get to business and figure out who is going in what order and who is getting what number vest to go across this bridge. And look at our undercover. Now he's the new waiter. He's just sitting there. He has to serve, and he's serving the heavyset guy. But he's in here, he's listening, he's trying to record some stuff so he can have this proof to turn into the police station. There's 16 vests, and I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, I don't want to be number 1. I don't want to be 16, but I definitely don't want to be towards the front. So in my head, I'm already thinking 13, 14, maybe 15, but I don't want to be last, are the numbers that I'm going to go after. Of course, all the middle numbers are taken. You never want to go first because you don't know what's out there. So 4, 5, 6, he has 001 on, but he's saying, what should I do? What should I do? And everything is taken. And I guess you know what's going to happen. 1 and 16 is left. Now he gets over there and he's looking like, damn, I don't want 1. But at the same time, if you remember, red light, green light, a lot of people didn't make it because they were in the back and they ran out of time. So maybe it's a challenge like that where if you're up front, you have more time. Or it could be something very, very dangerous and you want to be in the back and see how it goes. 4, 5, 6 grabs number 1. But the guy that grabs 16, he's like, you know what? I want to be mad. I don't want to be mad at myself for not taking control of my life. So let me go ahead and get that 1 above you. So 4, 5, 6, he's thinking in his head, whew, thank you, because I definitely didn't want to start this. No one ever wants to go first when you see something and you know it's a potential chance of dying. I already explained to you the rules. 1 glass is going to be strong enough to hold 2 people. 1 glass is not strong enough to hold anybody. Now, the order they go in is the number of their vest. So the first person goes, and it's pretty much follow the person in front of you. If they make it, okay, good. If they don't, you know to go to the other side. So we about to see how this goes. And 4, 5, 6 lucked up going last because you get to see where all of the glass is. The first guy, he goes up. He's nervous as hell because hell, you don't want to get on there and the first piece of glass you jump on, it breaks and you die instantly. It's like, dang, he didn't even make it past the first set of glass. Now they have 16 minutes total to get everybody across. Well, I won't say to get everybody across, just to cross. 16 minutes, but this timer starts once this first person gets up there. He's getting pressured by everybody. 101, the bully's talking about, you need to go where I'm gonna push you. The girl in number 2 is talking about, please go and choose carefully. I have to choose carefully. Matter of fact, I don't even have any options to choose carefully. I don't know which glass is which, but he makes it onto the first piece of glass. And he's like, nervous as hell. Now this heavyset VIP, he gets a little distracted from the game and he's talking to our undercover agent like, oh, your eyes, they look so good. Now, you know, the cop is like, hey man, I ain't come here for all that. Right now I'm in an investigation and I'm trying to do my job. Can you please leave me alone? Now, number 1 and number 2, they both only made it to the second set of glass. Number 1, he went over there, he gone. Number 2, she jumped on it thinking she's safe, she gone. So now you're looking at it like, man, they ain't getting as far as we thought they was. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You get into like number 3, number 4, it's like, damn, they didn't make a far enough track for me to follow. It's gonna be really on me to figure this out. Now this brave soul here, what he does is he's like, you know what? Forget it. If I'm gonna risk it, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. So he makes it to like tile 3 and then he just starts sprinting across the glass like do. And of course he ends up landing on one that wasn't safe and down he goes. Number 4 is like, man, I couldn't pay attention to what he was doing. He was jumping too fast. So he turns around and asks number 5, do you remember which one he was on? Because our lives depend on this. If I'm her, I'm like, our lives don't depend on it. You mean your life depends on it? Because I'm after you. But now people got to work as a team. But he ran and jumped across him so fast, no one was really paying no attention to that. In the VIP room, the glass bridge that they showed, they put these little glass horses on them. And then whenever someone falls off, they knock it off. This is just so people can see in what order they are and how far they are if they aren't looking at the screen. 4, 5, 6 is right. If each one of them can make it at least 2 or 3 tiles, then we're good. By the time they get that far, we'll be far enough that we can all make it across. And that's why I was saying you don't want to be first. I told y'all right off the back, I would have went like 12, 13, or 14. I probably wouldn't have did 15 because it's too close to the end. So that's why I would have did the 12, 13, you know what I'm saying, 14 area. When you get in the front, things are a little bit different. So you're looking at it like, man, my life is on the line here. So 244, he starts praying, and everybody behind him's like, man, are you praying right now? Hey, bro, no. We ain't got no time for that, man. The clock is on. If we don't get across before this timer go off, we all dead. Now this glass can hold up to 2 bodies. He's still up there praying. Someone jumps up there with him like, hey, bro, you got to quit praying, man. You got to get a move on. They get the tussling. He throws him forward, breaks the glass. Well, at least we know that glass ain't the one we supposed to step on. But I'm telling you, when your life is in danger, everybody's out here doing their own thing. Everyone's got to start moving. You can't just sit at the back because you'll do exactly what 4, 5, 6 is doing. You're forgetting which glass is the one you're supposed to step on. Now 067, she pickpocketed him earlier, and he never really trusted her after that. Even when they got free the first time, she untied him, but she didn't untie his feet, and she didn't ever give him his money back. Now she's looking at him. She's like, you need to step on the left glass. It turns out it was the right glass. But when she said that, he was nervous as hell because he didn't know if he could really trust her or not. This dude is getting pressured by 101, the bully. And he's like, okay, I'll go. Don't throw me. Please don't throw me, please. Okay, look at the color of this glass here. And he's acting like he knows what he's looking at. So since he knows what he's doing, he jumps across. And if you can see here, it didn't go as planned. He went straight through that glass. Now 101, he's in the front and he don't know what's going on and he ain't trying to die. So he's saying, if anybody wants to get across here, you're gonna have to come up here and fight me because I'm not going. And everybody's like, come on, man, don't be like that. You see they got like 6 minutes left on the clock. But he's like, if you want to go, you got to come past me, but I'm not going first. I told you this VIP, he's a little bit drunk and distracted. So he's telling everybody, well, I'll be back for the next game. Me and this guy, we're going to go talk. I'm like, man, oh, here we go. But one thing we know about this undercover cop, whatever they about to go in there and do, he ain't about to go along with it. Not for 1 minute. This VIP was on some other trying to get the, bruh. I told y'all the undercover ain't going for that. He stands up, puts that thing to his neck like, oh yeah, you want to have some fun now? He pulls his cell phone down and starts recording him and tell me everything you know about these games. Yeah, because I ain't doing none of that nasty shit you were trying to do. We ain't here for all that. Now 101 is telling everybody, you got to go through me because I'm not going first. Y'all gonna have to go and then I'll go. Now the crazy girl, she goes up there with him and she's talking to him. And you already know they aren't seeing eye to eye. So what does she do? She hugs him. Because now if you push him, if he pushes her, he's going to fall with her. He's like, no, don't do this. Let me go. So what does she do? She falls back with him. But before she kills him and her, she says, you got a tiny dick. He's like, no. They go through that damn glass. I'm talking about they go down to that ground so fast. Good night, good fight. Now there's an old man up front. And it turns out his job used to be making glass. So he can actually look at the glass and see which glass is regular and which glass is tempered. And the reason he can do that is because when the light hits the glass, even when you look at tempered glass and regular glass now, when the light hits it, it makes it a different color. So they're like, why didn't you help everybody else? And he has a valid point. Why would I help them when all of them were trying to kill us? Like, he just was trying to fight us to go forward. So I'm not going to help him. But now that I'm in the front, I'm going to use my talent to help me. Now, front man, he sees this and he's like, let me look at his record. Oh, he did work on glass for a little bit. Let me go ahead and turn these lights off because we're not going to make it easy for you. No, sirree, Bob. Now, he was doing a good job. He shouldn't have been looking as hard, tried to play it off. But, yeah, they made it far enough with him. Thanks, old man. Now, front man, he's no fool. So he tells security to go check on that VIP. And he gets a call back. And they're like, hey, the front man is passed out. So he's like, damn it, that damn cop is back in here again. Find him and do not alert the other VIPs. They turn the lights off. He can't see it. So now what he's doing is he's saying, if you give me like a marble or something to throw at the glass, I can hear it. Now my thing is, and he even says it too, if they throw something at one piece of glass, how is he gonna know the difference between the other one? How many people have stuff in their pockets? Now he does have one marble left. You remember, the old man gave him that extra marble. They only had that one marble, so they threw it, he could only hear one. So now he just had to guess. And he guessed wrong. He died, but 218 made it across, and the time's going down. Now 067 and 456, they gotta make it across this thing, or it's over with for them too. They both make it across with 1 second to spare, and as soon as they do and the clock hits 0, all of the glass blows up now. So this is what we mean. You had 16 minutes to get across, because if not, the glass was gonna blow up anyway. You was either gonna die from the glass or die from the fall. You see, they getting cut up and they at the end of it. So just imagine being on top of that glass and it blew up. The undercover cop, he's making his way up out of here because the VIP was passed out. Now, when he climbed down to go get the little oxygen tank, front man sees him and he's like, hey, track that, get the boat ready because we about to find out where he goes. Now we see he made it out of this island and he's out in the open waters now, but he's gonna have to get low because if they got a boat and you swimming, they gonna be on your butt. There you go, episode 7 of Squid Game. Let me know what y'all think about that bridge game. What number would you have picked, and do you think that you would have made it across? First of all, it's kind of a little distance in between that glass, so even if you stepped on the right one, you still have to land on the glass, stop on the glass, catch your balance, and then get ready to do it again. But let me know if y'all would have made it across that glass bridge. Thanks for watching. I'm Hae-soo. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I got a question for you. What's on your TV? I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.